here we go with the former UFC title challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. Dan, you guys go way back. Obviously, we can talk about the athletic credentials. Some, though, have questioned his fight IQ in some of his big fights in the UFC.
Well, it seems like he wants to fight the fun fight, right, opposed to the fight that would seem to make sense to him. But let me tell you something, I'm not complaining. I enjoy every Michael Chandler fight. I enjoy watching this guy go out there and fight on his shield. He has A-plus skills across the board, and let's see how he applies them to the fight tonight.
And even in losses against high-level competition, he has had big moments. You do get the sense that Michael Chandler may always be just one win away from that elusive shot at the title yet again. Iron Michael Chandler steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. The celebrities are out, the floor seats are packed because the notorious one, Conor McGregor, makes his triumphant return here tonight. There's always a special feel when a UFC main event is about to unfold, but Conor McGregor just takes it to that requisite next level.
J.A., as a fan, I usually sit right next to the octagon, but when Conor fights, I gotta be in the first row behind the barrier because the celebrities are out in droves. Conor McGregor has this thing about him that makes everybody want to show up. They flock to Vegas. They come in groups. They want to experience the notorious Conor McGregor. They want to see if he can have one of those special moments, him atop the cage, him knocking out Jose Aldo. If you experience the McGregor experience, you always have a story to tell, and that's why people show up.
He's going to cash the check tonight, right? But he's not here for just money, right? This is about proving himself, trying to improve his mixed martial arts legacy. Won 2 titles, no title defenses. That's a big part of the motivation.
He takes a lot of pride in the preparation to getting to the octagon, and you see it every time Conor McGregor fights.
The notorious Conor McGregor, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Iron Michael Chandler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world and the former UFC lightweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with the Ultimate Fighter coaches, Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. I don't have to tell you this, Chandler.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you get in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
So both, man, this is wild. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions. Oh, you see he's trying to time that counter. Just misses. All right, so the wrestler engages in the clinch here, and he does so very early in the fight against the kickboxer. He told us in the fighter meeting he's not worried about bonus money. He is trying to win, and this is certainly on that path.
Ultimately, it's about getting the W. Getting this guy into the clinch allows for you to start working towards winning the fight. One thing you got to be aware of, though, is those knees and elbows that come back in your direction from this high-level kickboxer.
His misses are entertaining.
Let your hands go.
That knee hurt him.
Well kick there by Chandler. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here?
Beautiful kick to the body.
Somehow, his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Well, this is a man in Conor McGregor who's... Oh! Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. Oh! Oh, hard ground and pound strike there. I believe that one opened him up. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Chandler. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, when you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Masterclass in changing position, unreal to see.
All right, here, final seconds of round one. Constantly a moving target. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cut man will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. Oh, doing work with the jab. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, got that head kick home. Chandler gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Strong outside leg kick. Big right hand there. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end.
Nice level change.
You see him put himself into the half guard, like the control, yep.
Chandler's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. So get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, breakaway and escapes. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours. Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Michael Chandler. McGregor's now dealing with a cheek cut. Also, how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Back to the single. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Nice positional control here. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. Once he got him cut, he recognized where he needs to be throwing these shots, and once again, he lands right on that cut.
Chandler grounded pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Chandler's going for a choke here.
That Darce choke is tight. He's got it locked in.
Oh, I thought he was going to go out. Instead, he escapes and reverses.
He didn't go out, he got out. Great job defensively by the fighter.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something? That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got to finish very bad.
Big left hand there inside. Whiffs on that. He's hurt. Oh, he dove with the punch and it lands. Oh, big shots raining down. Oh, and there's the horn. Plenty of action to digest from that one. Well, what a war of attrition this fight has been. Both fighters dealing with cuts, critical damage in the facial area. Someone's got to give at some point.
Yeah, these are the types of fights that we love. These guys are leaking everywhere. They're both trying to finish this fight. They're very evenly matched, and you can see it in the competition, but you can also see it in the damage that they're both showing.
Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's gonna have to work a miracle, because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. He hurt him again.
So I'm gonna hit you and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
He's got to start throwing now.
McGregor's right back to the full mount here. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. An elbow!
In the half guard.
Well, this fight has been absolutely crazy. Both fighters continuing to target the head and the face of the other. I feel like we're going to get like an ambulance pick with these two guys later tonight.
Yeah, they are both beat up. They are both unwilling to take a step back. They are both wearing the damage, but both okay with it in order to have a good fun fight.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned, because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 27 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, the Notorious